with good news during the week. It looks like sport is coming back and outdoor activities are coming back. So we're really busy here at Gormú putting together, all our plans for the rest of 2021, and that's a very exciting time. This morning we're heading down the Sheep's Head, putting together a route for probably much later in the year, but we're going to bring you along just so you get a sense of what's involved in putting routes together, because we do a new route every single month in the Gormú format. Building routes is a big part of what we do. So tag along, have a look, and hopefully you get to enjoy it. It's an absolutely gorgeous spot. I don't know if you can see it there behind me, but it's just gorgeous. And we have a 21-kilometre loop set up that'll take us out along the Black Gate and out to the lighthouse here on the Sheep's Head. So that should be nice, but this will probably get tweaked 2 or 3 times. So this is our first trip down here. So it's all about finding those discovery points, seeing if this is a suitable start-finish point. It's definitely not big enough for, even though our small format is quite small, not big enough for parking. So then we have to figure out the logistics of, getting people in. Do they bike in a leg? Things like that, because even the boring coming down here, we wouldn't even get a minibus down here. So it's all those kind of things you got to figure out, but it's all good. And look at this spot. And definitely traffic on these borings can be sometimes quite heavy. Just coming through cows. Trying to be quiet here now with them, not scare them, and send them back up to the milking parlour that they came from.
That is spectacular down there. Bit of a climb.
Just a wee bit. The views are nice. We've hit a little bit of a more technical spot, and but it looks doable, so we're going to give it a go. There's a bit of a rock face over here, so we're going to see how we get on. But look where we are. Look where we are. Cool thing about this particular trail, at least, is that you literally come around a corner and just the views, they just keep opening up, to something like this. Look at that. Look at that. Bear Peninsula.
here now in the morning and opened your half door, the view over the sea is spectacular. And I guess if it's a bad morning, you just say bye, back to bed. That is beautiful. Oh my God, you can just imagine someone just sitting here, hanging over the half door. You can count your sheep from here too.
So, and this is another one of these spectacular places along here. We've got a cliff top walk that you have to hold onto a kind of a rope bridge to get across, and just give you a look, and below you you've got this, probably one I should have a drone footage on, but anyway, we'll try and get across here. Right, I'll be holding the rope. And I suspect if we do bring this on to be a route, there'll be very little racing on the day that the events are on here, because it's just so beautiful that I just want to stop every couple of minutes to take a photograph. And one of the things that you find, particularly I think down here on somewhere like the Sheep's Head, is that as you get deeper and deeper into these peninsulas out towards the point, you know, the sea starts to open up in all sorts of angles towards you, so you start getting towards that mythical 360 view. A lot of these peaks along here, the Mizzen, the Sheep's Head, Beara, you know, the spine of them tends to be quite high and quite dramatic, so you get these fabulous vistas and little gullies and cliffs and all this kind of thing, so it's just spectacular. little sus here in little building here called on the walls of camp. I suspect it was one of those Second World War lookout points, you know, with those era signs that are around the coast. I know they all had initially just tents, which must have been awful the first winter, and then I think there was small structures put in place. They were clearly tiny. If I swing around here, you can kind of see that there was just a couple of windows. It's a mass concrete wall, and there is back here in the corner there's a tiny fireplace. Don't know how many people used to be in these. I think there used to be a couple of whatever they were, LDF or whatever they were called at the time. But anyway, that was it. I suspect it's part of Ireland's emergency, but nice little spot for us to get a bit of a sus biog here today. So, and one of the nice bonuses on this particular loop that we're investigating today is you get to bag a mountaintop as well. So this one's easy. There is a trig point on the top, so there's no wandering around, you know, one of those flatter peaks or anything like that. It's just, you know, find the trig point and you're there, you have it bagged. So Ballyrun Mountain.
1986.
So give you a bit of a 360 there now, it's gorgeous. Lots of cool archaeology all along here. I think this is one of the remains of one of those Napoleonic towers. And down here, I think this is somewhere myself and Celine will have to demonstrate. I think this one down here is known as the marriage stone. And for a sec I'll have to hold the tripod in my left hand, so I think the way it works is you put your hand...
But you have to ask me.
Oh yeah, will you marry? And it's in through the stone. So I don't know, do you put in and out or how it works? Enough. That's another adventure down. Must say now, you know, this was, I thought, Celine, it was a beautiful loop. Yeah, it was a beautiful loop. Is it 100% the loop that we will deliver as an experience? Probably not. You know, there's a couple of little tweaks we'll have to make. And you know, obviously we've all the usual stuff like landowner permissions, you know, logistics in parking in these areas is definitely something that we'll have to consider. Start and finish point and things like that will all need a little bit of work, but we've a template for a really nice loop. Definitely I'm a bit sore after it. It was technical, likewise. Yeah. But you know, we're on the coffee and ice cream, so yeah, you can't complain when you've ice cream and on the way home. But
and a sunny day. Yeah,
and a good day. Now, like everything, a loop like that, you know, and you get a wild November day, mightn't be as pretty, but I think it's the sort of place that if you've any visibility at all, it'll always be dramatic. You know, you'll see from some of the footage there that we showed you that it's just, you know, it's a gorgeous place. And you know, if you get lucky with the day, it's just, it's heaven, it's pure heaven. So Sheep's Head will be in there for the Cork series, and more importantly, if you're looking at this from Dublin and hopefully further afield, maybe later in the year, this will be a course that you will be able to raid onto. So it will be a course that you will be able to score points on, no matter probably where you are doing a Gormú experience across the year. So that's something that you can really look forward to. And yeah, Celine, I think we give it very much a thumbs up. So last scoop of ice cream, and we'll see you on the next one.